end of the game, you were the one that had the ball in hand. You placed the ball down, very quickly ran back towards the locker room. You trying to talk about it?
Oh, that was good win. Let's go home. Obviously, we're happy with one win. We're happy with splitting this. Splitting on their home court, but we're not satisfied. But that wasn't. I didn't plan that. That was no message. It was just like, drop the ball. I don't want to know, because that's my I don't want to delay a game on this ball now. It's not in my hands no more. I can't call a delay, so I just put it down and was like, let's go.
What'd you think about what Brandon was able to do on a big stage tonight?
I've been saying it. I've been saying it over and over again. I think Brandon Ingram is the best player on every court that we step on. He showed it tonight. He was shot after shot, contested. It didn't matter. You don't see it. His release is so high, you don't see it. He willed that win and just closed that game out. So I'll say it again and again. I'll keep saying it. Win or loss. I think Brandon Ingram is the best player on the court.
Yeah, I mean, you said after that playing game, Brandon was one of the two hardest workers you played with. How special is, that work ethic that he's got?
It's huge. It's huge. I mean, he's, 24? I believe 24. And his game's you could see it just expanding every single year since he's gotten the league. And, what he's able to do is not just a scorer, but a playmaker as well is proof and it's proof of all the work he puts in. So, those hours in the gym those unseen hours are being seen right now. And I'm just happy he's helping him.
Yeah, and that was obviously a difficult loss for you guys. Game one, going against a team with the best record in the NBA. Just what did you think about the way you guys responded in game two in their building to walk away with the win?
I thought the way we responded was great. We came out with first half energy. But the way we closed the second half of the game one carried over, right? So, they threw a heck of a first punch, kept us to 38 in the first half of game one, and then we responded with 65 in the second. Granted, we lost that game, but the way we executed, the way we played, the performance that we put forward in that second half was big carryover tonight.
And you guys switched a lot more in pick and rolls. Just how did you think that worked out for you guys defensively, and how much did that, affect their guards?
I thought it was great. We've got great length on this team. We've got, we don't switch much with JV, but obviously Jax is a freak. He's 7 foot with a 7'4" wingspan. I'm not that tall. I'm only about 6'7", 6'8" on a good. I'd say 6'8" on a good day. But I 7'2" wingspan. So we were switchable guys. Trey Murphy, long wingspan, tall guy. Brandon Ingram. We've got height and length on the wings and in switchable positions. So I think that makes life hard for anybody.
What did you think of the job Jackson did, especially in that third quarter? Kind of changing a lot of things with the way he was running up and down the court.
The biggest thing with Jack, I can't say enough positive about Jackson. The Spurs game, he had a rough one. Clippers game, he had a rough one. Game one didn't get to impact the game, didn't get to do a whole lot. And tonight, the way he responded, it seems like a little thing from the outside looking in, but that's so hard. That's so hard to stay mentally locked in on. I think he's 21? At 21 years old, I can tell you right now, I don't think I would have been able to stay in that mindset to affect the game tonight the way he did. But blocking maybe the first shot of the game, I think a Jay Crowder 3-pointer, hitting the offensive glass right away. And then tell you what, I was a good athlete. I'm still a good athlete, but I was a really good athlete about 5 years ago. And he would kill me in 100 meters. So the way he was running up and down the court like that, man, I don't know who would catch him. And I'm just so happy for him tonight, because the mental fortitude to stay with it and stick with this process and stay locked in is massive. And we are going to continue to need that effort from him.
How much did not only the play-in tournament, the build up to the play-in tournament, playing those 6, 7, 8 games that were playoff-like for you guys, help you think some of these young guys be able to deal with an atmosphere like this, and trying to hold them off at the end of the game?
I think it was big time. Those games were, like you said, playoff atmospheres. We played San Antonio at home, Lakers on the road, and then, the Clippers game was blowout. But the San Antonio one at home and the Lakers one where we were positioning for 9-10, and, those were really close. Being able to win both of those was huge, for Trey, for Jose, for Herb, even for Jax, guys that have been in for a few years. There's basketball. Like I said it before, regular season basketball is checkers. This is chess, and there is counter move. There's moves and counter moves to the counter move. So the fact that we could get practice with that, and those guys could see the mental gymnastics going on within every possession of a playoff series and a playoff game is big time. And those games, the importance of those games is not to be understated.
Ask you about CJ, just with the playoff experience he's had, time in the league. What does he bring to this young team, and what has he meant to this team overall since he's been?
I would say a calming presence. There's a lot of times where, first half Devin Booker was Devin Booker in the first half. He was unbelievable. And it feels good when, we have two of them. We have two of them where you could just take the ball and let's take a deep breath. They're going to get us a good shot. And CJ's a calming presence for us out there. He's obviously makes ridiculous shots, and is a really good playmaker. But I think just his level of basketball IQ with the ball is big time, especially for a young group like this.
Yeah, you've mentioned a few times how you tell BI, you're the best player on the floor, no matter who we play. How much confidence does that give a team when you can look over and be like, hey, we have one of those guys on our squad?
Yeah, BI is him. He's that guy. And a lot of times it's what I found is it's easier for us as the guys, like watching him day in and day out and go about his work and see the way he does it. Because to him, it seems normal. But in the gym and go, it ain't normal. It's not normal, right? Like I work out too. I'm an NBA player too. I'm really good. I'm really good. I watch BI and guys like BI and CJ, and it's like sometimes like they're playing a different sport. They're that impressive. So, and to them, that's normal. So sometimes the support characters, need to uplift those guys and let them know, like, hey, you're really that guy. Like, hey, I believe in you. I believe in you. And BI, I just want to make sure he knows that this whole team is rocking with him. Missed shot, made shot, turnover, good pass, bad pass. I don't care. I'm rocking with him. Hopefully that boosts his confidence, and because I want that sky high.
Going back to Jackson, what did you think of he gets blocked on one end by McHale and busts his ass back?
Anything you can do, I can do better. Jackson Hayes does some of the most ridiculous. Like, again, I said it, like, I'm a very good athlete, right? Like, I'm like a top 1% athlete. Jackson Hayes is like a 1% of the 1%. And it's gross, the things he can do. In the next layup line, please. Next layup line, I want you to watch how easily he 1, 2, 3 pop and does it between the legs. No, like it's nothing every single game. I get you're 7 foot, but like to be 7 foot in that athletic is absurd. That play was awesome. Obviously, it's something that hopefully should be showed on ESPN and SportsCenter and all that. But again, just back to Jackson. I'm just so happy for him for tonight.
Jim on Zoom, please.
Larry, I feel like the list of guys that I could ask you about is extremely long from this game. So I think I'll narrow it down to just kind of the rookies, just what they did tonight. I guess starting with Jose, I mean, what did you think of for him to deliver the way he did in the fourth quarter as a rookie in a playoff game?
Jose was great. He hit, I think he checked in the game. We right away, me and him, I found him on an open side pick and roll and pushed and, waved him down to the corner. Cause I know once if I can screen his man at the right angle, you've got Jose going downhill on a big, and as a big myself, there's not a whole lot you can do about that. So he came out, boom, knocked down his little floater. So now you got to respect his drive. And then, like maybe the very next possession or the next two possessions, I caught it pump fake, took one dribble, two dribbles. His man helped off, kicked it out, and splashed a big three. I don't exactly remember the score, but I know that three was a monster one. And then, he made another one, another one throughout the night. But he was, again, these rookies are fearless. They don't back down. They don't back down. They act like they've been here before. And, I think it's no surprise that Trey Murphy might have been a 3-year guy, but, Herb, Jose, these guys are 4-year guys. So they've matured physically and mentally and are ready to be in these situations.
Last quick thing. How impressive is it to see what Trey's done again, he's been huge in both of these playoff games against Phoenix, just to come from where he came from in terms of he wasn't in the rotation, I think, a little bit before you got here.
Right. No, it's crazy that, a kid that talented, I hadn't necessarily heard of him and I was in the same conference when I was with Portland. I hadn't really heard of him. I knew, I had followed the draft and I saw he got picked 17th and all that. And then I hadn't really heard of him. And then when I got here, you see him work out, you walk up on him, you see his stature, you're like, that's a pro. I think he's taller than I am. Again, I would never say that to him. I don't know what it is. I think it's just barefoot. He got me. Just again, the level of shot making, he's had in these play-ins and a couple playoff games, his first little bit is just super impressive. And, along with, I'm just so happy for these guys. I'm just so happy for them. When I was my few years being a young guy, I did not get this experience. So this is setting them up for really successful, meaningful careers. And the fact that they're able to play at this level on this stage so early speaks volumes to the kind of preparation his coaching staff has done with them. Thank you.